Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back with another video, and today we have a 90s classic meal, tuna noodle casserole. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all step by step how to make this meal. It is so comforting, and it really just brings back those like 90s childhood vibes, y'all. So if you are into it, y'all, and it looks good, sit back, let's go. So y'all, first we're gonna make our cream of mushroom soup, and we are not using Campbell's because we can make it from scratch. So to do that, y'all, I'm going in with some butter. Then I'm just gonna go in with my finely diced red onion, just one, and I'm going in with about 2.5 to 3 cups of sliced up mushrooms. Then I'm just gonna saute that gently for about 30 seconds to a minute just to start it off to get it softened. Then after about a minute or so, I'm just going in with my finely minced up garlic. That's about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, and I'm just going in with that now just to get it all nice and combined up. Going in with a little bit of olive oil, y'all, and then after that I'm going in with my Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, just like some Cajun seasoning, my all-purpose Cajun seasoning. Like I always say, it's a similar kind of flavor, y'all. Then you just want to just cook that all together. Make sure that those mushrooms start to release all of their juices. Make sure the onions do the same, y'all. Then you want to just put the lid on and let it cook for about 10 minutes or so. And now look at all of that goodness that has come out of those mushrooms and the onions. And now it is time to really start to thicken up this cream of mushroom. So I'm just going in with a couple of tablespoons of flour, y'all. And after that, I'm going in with a little bit more butter because you want to make sure that the flour has enough fat to really bind onto. And then so I'm just cooking that for about a minute to a minute and a half, y'all. And then I'm going in with all of my half and half, y'all. So that's about 2.5 cups of half and half. You can use milk if you want it to be less creamy or rich, or you can also go with heavy cream if you want it more rich. Do what you want to do, y'all. And then after that, I just put my lid on, let it cook for about 5 minutes or so on medium heat, just to let it thicken up a little bit. And you can definitely tell that flour has really started to thicken up this sauce right here, y'all. And now to take this cream of mushroom soup to the next level, y'all, you have to add in some cheese. So I went in with some Colby Jack as well as a little bit of Munster cheese. Altogether, I used about a pound and a half of that cheese, y'all, altogether. And as you see, some of it is kind of like just chopped up and some of it is shredded. It doesn't really matter. You're going to melt it all up together, so do what works for you. If you have it in blocks or whatever, you can just cube it up and put it right in there, and it will do the exact same thing. Do not get hung up if you don't have any kind of like cheese grater or anything. It's fine, y'all. And then as you see, I'm just melting that cheese up for a little bit, and after about 10 minutes or so covered, this is what that cheese sauce is starting to look like, y'all. It has really just thickened up dramatically, and it is nice and cheesy and creamy, and you still see the mushrooms up in there, y'all. This is the perfect cream of mushroom soup to start off this tuna noodle casserole, y'all. Now it would almost be perfect, but we have to add in a little bit of seasonings to get it right. So I went in with a little bit more of that Tony Chachere's, some pepper, and a pinch of salt, y'all. Then I mixed that all up together, let it cook for about 5 more minutes, and this is what we have. Now it is time to go in with those egg noodles. Just any kind of egg noodles you can find in your grocery store. This is 16 ounces or a pound of egg noodles cooked per the instructions. You can subtract a couple of minutes from the cooking time because it's going to cook the rest of the way in the oven. Y'all already know this. So I'm just mixing in those noodles to that creamy cream of mushroom soup. And like I've said in some of my other videos where I make pasta or have, cooked pasta, you can definitely add some more water to it to really get the pasta and the sauce to the consistency you want it to, y'all. Now, for the tuna, I went in with a whole lot of tuna, y'all. A whole lot. That's about 5 of those little small cans of tuna, y'all. I think they're 8-ounce size cans of tuna, y'all. And I just went in with all of that. I let it drain so I wouldn't have all of that excess tuna juice or tuna water, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I should also mention I had this tuna. This is tuna that was just in water, not in oil or anything like that. I don't know if it really matters, but use whatever kind of tuna you have on hand, y'all. Then after that, I went in with some frozen peas, and I just let them thaw out and drain. That's an important step. And then I added that in there, y'all. And now for my panko breading topping thingy thing. So I went in with about a cup of panko, going in with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of paprika for color, y'all, and some dried thyme as well, y'all. Then I'm going in with that butter. That is about 2 tablespoons of butter, y'all. And then you want to just mix that all up together, and this is what you have. Now, y'all, we are almost there. So I am pouring in that tuna noodle casserole mixture into my casserole dish, just pressing it down to make sure that there are not a whole lot of just air pockets all throughout there, y'all, and to make the surface, you know, kind of flat for all of this cheese that we're gonna put on the top, y'all. Cheese, cheese, cheese. And I also went in with those breadcrumbs as well. You can, you know, do one or the other, but I prefer to just have it real cheesy, as well as like to have that like buttery breadcrumb kind of vibe at the end, y'all. And boom, put it in the oven, 375 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, and this is what you have, y'all. The perfect, most comforting tuna noodle casserole. It just really reminds me of just the 90s growing up, having this meal, not all the time, honestly, but you know, I definitely remember having this once in a blue moon growing up, you know, but you always saw this meal like on TV shows, and like, you know, I feel like this is just like one of those classic 90s meals. And y'all, I'm a 90s baby, so, you know, definitely it's right up my alley, y'all. Definitely let me know if y'all want to see more of these like 90s retro kind of like meals. You know, that definitely is something that I'm kind of interested in, y'all. So I might actually just do that anyway. But anyway, y'all, I really hope you enjoyed this recipe and the video and everything. Definitely let me know down below in those comments how you liked it. And you can even hit that like button, y'all. You can share the video. You can subscribe to the channel, y'all, for more videos just like this every single week. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.